far more in common than that which divides us.
Bem-vindos a mais um episódio do Entrevistas. Este episódio é o segundo de uma série intitulada Entretantos, uma série Festival Todos Caminhadas de Culturas. Fomos falar com várias pessoas que chegaram a Portugal nos últimos 2 anos, no âmbito de os conhecer melhor e perceber os seus motivos, assim como a sua experiência de integração. Hoje apresentamos Vimbayi, do Zimbabwe. É refugiada há cerca de 1 ano e meio com os seus 2 filhos em Lisboa. Conta-nos a sua experiência de chegar a um país desconhecido e os desafios que teve de enfrentar. Antes de começarmos, não te esqueças de subscrever o canal no Spotify, YouTube, Podcast Player e Apple Podcasts. Não te esqueças de deixar um comentário e partilhar também as tuas experiências. Para mais episódios, clica no nosso canal e encontrarás inúmeros outros testemunhos. Boas escutas e até já!
My name is Vimbayi. I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm from Zimbabwe. I came to Portugal. I left my country 2018 in January, and I came to Portugal in March 2018. Before I left my country, we lived quite a comfortable life until some situations had to force us to leave the country. And I came here with my 2 kids because my oldest son is in China. And when I came to Portugal, at first I was like, wow, you know, it's your first time being in a foreign land, it's your first time being in Europe. And it was something that was different to the way of living in Africa, because in Africa everything is just haywire, everything is just everywhere. And here you have to follow some rules,
Structures.
Yes, you have to do all those things, and there are a lot of things that you cannot do here. Like when the kids are being troublesome in Africa, you can take a stick and hit a child. Here you can't be hitting your children for being naughty. You're supposed to be talking to them. So it's one of the things that I found very strange when I got here. And also I'm still facing a bit of a challenge with the language. I find Portuguese language very difficult. Though I went for Portuguese classes for 3 months, but still I can try to figure out what people are saying, but I can't answer them back. And yeah, but so far this is my journey. I've been here for a year now, and it's been okay so far. Yes.
So you talk about this process of coming to a foreign country, which is a different experience, right? How did you find your little ways out of this situation? How do you find your references in a whole new experience like that?
It was difficult. It's very, very, very difficult. Yes, when you come here, you go to a center. You are not like going to a home where you're going to start a new life in a home. You are going to stay in a center where you are going to interact with a lot of people from different countries. So it was hard. It was difficult, and
what was hard about that?
And what was hard is like you are coming here and you are staying in like a boarding house, like you are staying 10 people in one room, and you still have to share with your children and other children and all that. But I mean, the first days were difficult and I couldn't adjust. But in the end I had to adjust, because I told myself this is what it is. You just have to adjust with the way things are here, and this is how your life is going to start, because you are starting all over again. So I adjusted. Then I left the center. I looked for a place to stay. I went to stay in a 1 room with my children. We were okay there. Then we got another place in a 2 bedrooms. So things are just moving on okay. I personally think things are moving on perfect for us.
And what kind of, how do you think the support how did you receive some kind of support, or did you not receive? Like, do you think there is a structure also? Because you talk about this structure. How did you think that could push you forward, in a sense?
When
or has it pushed you forward, or maybe
it has. We get a lot of support from the government. I think CPR, when we got here, we arrived at CPR. They've been looking after us and supporting us financially. And then from there, we are being looked after by Santa Casa. And Santa Casa, they help us with finances. And though you'll be hoping for more, but what they give us can push you to get a job, look for a job, so that you can sustain the living here in Portugal. Yeah.
So now you're starting a new job, is that right?
Yes, since October last year, 2018, I've been working as a housemaid in Cascais, and I worked there for about 6 months, and now I'm starting a new job in the call center. Yes.
Have you started yet?
No, I haven't started. Yeah, I'm starting in a few weeks' time.
Good,
yes.
good. I'm curious to know about some key points, some key events in your trip here that have shaped, like marked you in some way, some positive key situations or less positive that you find important, that have maybe changed your point of view or help you to go through the situation in some way.
Okay, I mean, being here, there is a lot of, I think, being in Europe is way different from being in Africa. Life in Africa, I would say it's easy. It's easy. The way we live in Africa is easier than the way we live here. Because here, everything you have to do on your own. Everything that we do, you have to be hands-on. And it has taught me a lot to be very, very, very independent. So coming here has made me very, very independent in the sense that I get to do everything on my own. I don't get any help from people, like doing house chores, from cooking for the kids, making sure the kids have eaten. Everything I have to do on my own. Whereas in Africa you have friends, you have relatives that you can be living with, and you'll be helping each other. But here I'm all alone with the kids.
But do you think it's a European thing, or do you think it's a...
I think it's a European thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a European
thing. It's more
thing.
difficult to make friends here, or...
I've made friends because it wasn't difficult for me to make friends because when I was in the center, I tried as much as I could to communicate with people, to get to know a lot of people, and by doing that, I ended up going to tours and the festival tours, and I met other people. And from there, I think my life started going smoothly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once you talked a little about a kind of freedom in the streets that you were talking about here in Portugal. I don't know if it's the terms, but I would be curious that you talk a little about that.
Okay. The freedom in Portugal. I mean, Portugal is free. It's a warm country. I think people just mind their own business. And even I've heard in so many countries that, when you are in this country, if you're an asylum seeker or your papers are not okay, wherever you walk, the police will just stop you and ask for your documents. But here, I've never encountered such a thing. Even my other friends around here, I've never heard them talking about being questioned on the street and all that. And what I like about the system also is the system allows you, if you come here as an asylum seeker, if you don't make it, there are so many opportunities that you can be able to stay here by maybe getting a job and all that, then you can stay here.
All right. Can you talk a little bit about new projects that you are involved with currently?
Okay.
Because you're very active right now, right?
Yes,
What I understand.
Yes, I am. We are trying to start an organization for women. We want refugee women to be out there to participate, because there are so many women that are out there that are sitting in their homes. We have people maybe that are well educated, but they don't know where to go and look for a job, or when they get a job, maybe they're getting a job as limpeza, cleaning and all that, but they are more qualified to do that. Then we also have elderly women that maybe don't want to go and work, but they can do something. They can do some artworks, they can do some knitting, some
Why do
sewing.
you think that happens mostly? Why do you think that happens? That is
Exposure. Yeah, they're not exposed. Yes.
There's no channels of communication.
Yes. And they just feel that, what can we do? We just sit at home. I personally feel that a lot of them sitting at home, they're just minding their own business. But I feel if we bring out the voice and let them know that this can happen, and us refugees can make a change and contribute to the system economy of this country, I'm sure they'll all be able to come. Because like the shoes we made at Tudor's, if they come out there, we make those shoes, they go to the market, they sell, they make those things, and yeah, I'm sure they can
Many
make
channels, that's
yes,
what you mean, right?
Yeah.
All right, and if you had if you had someone that came from a similar situation to you, even in this refugee women organization, but if you had to talk to someone particularly, what tip would you give to that person for coming here? Like one thing that has helped you in that sense?
And a person who's not in Portugal, or
it's a refugee woman that just came to Portugal that is going through a situation that is similar to your past situation, or even now things are not quite
what sort
easy.
of advice can I give
Yes.
them? Yeah, I can actually advise them to be out there, not to live in a shell, not to just think that, okay, things will just happen and the government will keep supporting me and all that. I'll tell them to go out there, speak with other people that are already here, know the channels of living in Portugal, and
Can you give some examples of those channels?
the channels of
that
living
have helped
here.
you?
It's communication. It's the biggest channel is communication. Is communicating, finding out what can help me, telling people what you can do, that other people that you feel that, oh, maybe these people cannot do this and I can do that, or something like that. Yeah, then from there look for jobs, proper jobs. You can go out there and look for jobs and start working.
Muito obrigada por teres chegado ao fim deste podcast. Não te esqueças de nos dar as tuas impressões, subscrever e pôr um like se gostaste. Um beijo grande e até o próximo episódio do Entrevistas.